It was a calm evening, the soft colors of the sunset spilling into the apartment through the open curtains. Jungkook was sleeping on the couch. He just returned from work, pretty tired, and slept there without realizing. His blazer thrown carelessly over the armrest, his tie hung loosely around his neck, and his long lashes rested peacefully on his cheeks. Wine walked into the living room, her steps quiet as she approached him. She crouched beside him, a small smile tugging at her lips. Gently, she began to take off his watch, her fingers grazing the cool metal as she misclapped it. Wine. Must have been a tough day, she murmured to herself, setting the watch aside. She moved to his cufflinks, carefully undoing them one by one as she worked. Her gaze wandered over his features. He was breathtaking. She grabbed the blanket from the back of the couch and carefully draped it over him, tugging it around his shoulders, leaning in. She kissed his forehead lightly, her voice barely above a whisper. You worked too hard, Jungkook. Rest well. With Jungkook resting, Wine decided to get the dinner ready and live stream the process for her followers. After getting married to Jungkook, she enjoyed her days. Yet, soon enough, she realized how she started to get bored at home. She was too lazy to go out and work and too bored to stay at home as well. She loved cooking, and once Jungkook gave her the idea to record herself by doing that. And that's how she got the idea of opening an official channel. Now she had over a million followers. She set up her phone in the kitchen, adjusting the angle to show the countertop full of ingredients. Fine. Hi everyone. Tonight we're making something simple and cozy. Spicy tteokbokki. The chat immediately flooded with comments, all excited for her. They all loved her and her cooking, the soft aesthetics and the calm videos. She started to cook while telling them a random story to engage everyone while explaining the cooking process. She was stirring the sauce when she heard the soft sound of footsteps behind her. Thinking it was Jungkook waking up, she didn't turn around. Suddenly, two arms wrapped around her waist from behind, pulling her close. Wine froze, feeling his hand slip under her shirt, resting against her stomach. Wine, Jungkook, she whispered, heart racing. He hummed sleepily, his voice deep. Jungkook, hmm, you smell good. He mumbled, nuzzling into her neck. The live chat went wild. Wait, who is that? Her husband? Is that her husband? OMG, the hand placement. First thing, he was breathtaking. Second thing, he looked absolute killer straight out of his sleep. So I think people were loving the physical closeness. Her cheeks flushed as she tried to tell him. Her distracted hand knocked the pan over the stove. Instantly, the oil caught fire, flames licking up toward the vent. One gasped, clearly panicking. One, oh my god, oh my god. Jungkook, now fully awake, reacted in an instant. He released her, grabbed the pan lid, and controlled the flames in one swift move. Calmly, he turned off the stove and checked the surroundings to make sure everything was safe. Then he turned to Warren, his expression softening. Taking her hands in his, he kissed her knuckles gently. Jackie, be careful, he said, his eyes filled with concern, his thumb brushing over her skin. Warren, Jungkook, the camera. His eyes flicked to the phone popped on the top counter. The realization hit him all at once. Was she live? She does that sometimes, but why now? JK, you're streaming, he asked, his face turning red. No matter how tough he was, he surely was a camera shy. Vine nodded. Jungkook groaned, running a hand through his hair as the child exploded again at his gestures. We'll love him even more now. This is better than any drama. Gave a little shy wave to the camera as a greeting and took his leave. It was the people completely adoring him for how tough he was, but how shy and adorable he turned later on. When the stream ended, Vine couldn't stop teasing Jungkook about his sudden internet fame. He was sitting in the lounge watching TV when Vine hopped up to him, happily sitting beside him. Vine, look at this. She grinned, scrolling through the videos showing him how he was everywhere. His clips, his edits. He already had fans just from an appearance of 2 minutes. And all that they wanted was a husband like him or nothing. JK, this thing is crazy. Wine, oh, you need to go ahead and see the actual crazy thing. She showed him the trends. Clearly, a lot of them were about him, and some funny comments about locals who were confused what even is happening around the world. But, but suddenly, she rolled her eyes and made a pissed face. Now Jungkook was laughing. There was a trend where they were calling him their own husband. She glared at him, and he squeezed her in his arms, clearly taking advantage of it and teasing her more. JK, now, I am loving this. Fine, go away. I'm reporting them all. He chuckled more and kissed her cheeks, ruffling her hair as well. JK, I'm all yours, love. She pouted, not before she melted in his arms as he rested his head over her. JK, be careful in kitchen. The fire worried me. What if I'm not around? Fine, I'm an expert, darling. And don't worry, I tend to get careless. When you're around, he smiled. That's all he needed to hear, for her to trust him with closed eyes. As the night progressed, they had the dinner wine made, talking about nothing and everything before getting in each other's arms and drifted off to their dreamland.